Where's my breakfast?
Next door, where you should be.
Oh, Tabitha. I already told you. I'm not going home. I'm staying here with you.
I'm only letting you stay in my house so that you drop this absurd idea that I'm a witch and stop trumpeting it all over the world.
I know what I saw. You levitating. You had butterflies coming out of your ears and your mouth.
You fell in the snow, you hit your head, and it caused you to hallucinate.
Tabitha, I know what I saw. And I know what I want for breakfast. French toast.
If you want breakfast, get it yourself.
Tabitha, come on. All you have to do is just snap your fingers and make it appear. Oh, wait, do you wiggle your nose like the one on that old TV show?
I'd like to wiggle you right out of here.
Oh, we both know you're not going to do anything to me. You're just my sweet, kindly, innocent neighbor, right?
Wouldn't be too sure of that if I were you. Beware. If I am a witch, what's to stop me casting a spell on you and getting rid of you once and for all?
Hey, what's this? Is one of the girls sick today?
No, it's for Ivy.
Ivy?
Yeah, I thought it would be more convenient for her to eat upstairs.
You'd actually go to all this trouble for Ivy?
Oh, Sam, she's a guest in our house. I mean, I think she's an uninvited guest, but she's a guest. So I'm not going to be rude to her. And, you know, I can't forget that the reason she's in that wheelchair, why she can't walk, is because she was trying to help save our children's lives.
It's very nice of you, Grace.
Okay, Sam, don't get me wrong. I don't trust that woman, not for a second. I still think she's trying to destroy our marriage so she can have you back for herself.
Oh, could I be any more uncomfortable? Who sleeps in a bed like this? It's just primitive. Oh, God, and these pillows, what are they? Oh, God. 100% polyester foam, of course. Oh, what I wouldn't give for one of my down pillows right now. And what is this? Burlap? Ugh. I can't remember the last time I slept in less than 600 count. Oh, I can't take this. No, I should be counting my blessings. I know. David and I had a very close call with Kay last night. Thank goodness no one believes her because she bumped her head. Everybody thinks she's hallucinating. But still, it was close. And that's why Sam and Grace have to break up, and soon. And then, all this discomfort will be worth it. And when I have the man I love in bed next to me, it won't matter if I'm sleeping on sandpaper. As long as I have Sam back. For good. I told you that I would not let anything come between me and Luis. Not Sheridan, not Antonio, and certainly not you. That's what you get for threatening to tell Luis all the things that I've done. Well, I won't let you do it, Mother. I'll see you dead first. It looks like that just might happen. Beth? Yeah. How is she? I'm afraid I have bad news.
got off my shift.
Has there been any change?
No. No, Antonio's still in a coma.
Eve gave him the drug last night. I thought by now...
Sure. The drug's experimental. There's no telling when it'll work.
Or if. I want Antonio to get better. I want that drug to work.
So do I. Richard and Eve told us that there's 1 in a billion chance that it is gonna work.
But it's the only chance that we have to be together.
I know.
If Antonio dies, his death is gonna weigh so heavily on us. And if he lives, never comes out of a coma, then...
I understand, Sharon. I know that you can never leave him.
The only hope that we have is for Antonio to recover. It just doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
You won't do anything to me. You can't.
That's right. I can't. Because I'm not a witch.
Oh, no, you're a witch, all right. But you can't do anything to me because everyone would know it was you. Tabitha, my parents know I'm staying here. Oh, my God. That's what you were trying to do last night, isn't it? By sitting me down into your basement.
I don't know what you're talking.
Loaning me the sleeping bag, making me go get it myself. You were trying to kill me, weren't you? Just like the last time you sent me down into the basement. That's it. No one knew where I was last night, so you thought you could just keep me from ratting you out by getting rid of me?
Oh, my. You have got a vivid
Don't
imagination.
even try to deny it. I am so onto you. But I also know you're not stupid enough to try to get rid of me again. So, how about that breakfast? French toast. Oh, and bacon.
Damn that brat. She's right, though. There's nothing I can do to get rid of her. At least not now. Forces in the basement said I'd be getting a helper. So maybe the helper will find a way to get rid of Kay forever.
Oh, could you bring some coffee with that too, please?
It better be soon.
Look, Sam, Ivy wants you back.
Well, if you believe what Kay said is true about Ivy trying to tear us apart, then you're going to have to believe that David is part of it, too.
No, now that I don't believe.
Well, it would make sense. Our relationship was perfect till he came to town. Now it seems like we can't get through the day without arguing.
And are you saying that's my fault?
No, I'm saying it would be nice to believe that it isn't our fault. That there's some dark force out there that's trying to ruin what we have together.
Ivy.
Well, and if you believe that, then you're going to have to believe that David isn't your husband and John isn't your son.
No, John is my son. The DNA tests prove it. Sam, I love him. I couldn't bear to lose him.
You were going to say the same thing about David last night. That you couldn't stand to lose him. Is that what's going on here, Grace? Am I losing you to David?
So how did your first night at Shea Bennett go?
Less than perfect. Thanks to these scratchy sheets and this lumpy mattress and these lousy pillows. I spent one of the worst nights in my life.
Oh my. Ivy, really, I really feel for you having to rough it like this. I mean, I bet you can't wait to flee to civilization. Although, wait a minute. you're not thinking about coming back to the mansion, are you? Because first of all, Teresa will not have it. And second, well, I've already moved into your bedroom.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
Well, I'm going to marry Julian, so this is going to be my room.
You know, take it, Rebecca. It's yours. I'm never coming back to the mansion.
You're not? Oh, darn, you're not?
Don't even pretend to be surprised, Rebecca. Subtlety, not to mention loyalty, were never your strong suits. I just called to have you tell Phyllis to pack up some decent sheets and some nice towels and pillows and my clothes and send them all over here to Sam's. I'm going to try to make myself as comfortable as possible.
Wow, it sounds like you're going to stay there for a while.
I don't intend to ever leave. Not ever. I'm going to stay here with Sam.
Sharon, we just have to hope and pray for a miracle. My mother's not giving up. Her faith is strong.
Laura's so sure that Antonio's going to get better.
Well, she won't allow herself to think otherwise. Sharon, we shouldn't either. We're proof that miracles happen. Twice I thought that I lost you, that you were dead and gone from my life. And I prayed for you to come back. Everyone told me it was impossible, but you did.
How many miracles will God grant one couple?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Guess we'll find out.
I'm so terribly sorry about your mother.
You're very kind. But Mother had a good life. I know you did everything that you could. It's just gonna be so sad without her. Goodbye, Mother. And good riddance. I'm free. No more bedpans, no more clipping corns or shaving the old bags back. She finally bit the dust. Then I'll be free to live the life that I deserve. A life with Louise.
You are so wrong, Bethy. You aren't listening to the nurse, just like you never listened to me about never being with Louise Tra-la. Never being with Louise Tra-la. Never being with...
Are you okay, Beth? Did you hear what I said? What? I think you misunderstood. Your mother is alive.
Alive?
Yes, she's alive, and she's going to pull through this just fine. But she did suffer a minor stroke, which means from now on, she's going to require a great deal of extra care from you.
Mama, still no change?
No, he's the same. Eve said the drug would take a while to take effect.
You really should take a break. I'll sit with Antonio. You really should get something to eat.
No, I want to be here when my son wakes up.
We're praying for the same thing.
I don't want to lose him again. I just got him back. And he has so much to live for. He can't leave us. Not now.
I should go check on Beth and her mother.
You do that, mijo. I know that things were touch and go last night with Mrs. Wallace. Tell Beth I'll be praying for her mother.
Why don't I go get you a sandwich? You really should save up your strength.
Wait. Sheridan, don't go. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
All night I've been thinking about everything that happened yesterday. There's something important I should have said to you. And, I want to say it to you now.
Am I losing you, Grace?
I love you, Sam. There's just so many crazy things going on in our lives right now. I'm not certain of anything.
Even us?
Look, I'll admit, I'm scared. Ivy wants you back. There's no doubt in my mind about that, and she will do whatever she has to get that, to tear apart our marriage. I think Ivy's working on her own, not with David.
Oh.
Now, look, I know you don't trust David, but for David to be involved in Ivy's scheme, he would have to lie to his own son about my being his mother. I mean, come on, he's not going to do that. He's not cruel. But Ivy, she will do anything she has to get what she wants. And she wants you.
Grace, no one can split us up unless we allow it. Not Ivy, not David. I want us to be happy. I want our marriage to be like it was. Our marriage is going through a test right now, but we have to remain strong. The most important thing is our marriage. But it starts with us. You and me. We have to come back together again, Grace. That's what I want.
Sam, that's all I want.
Then there's nothing standing in our way. That's all we have to do is make it happen.
Well, it would be a lot easier if Ivy weren't living in the house.
Grace, she's only been here one night, and I'm sure she'll be leaving today. I mean, the only reason why she stayed in the first place is because she had nowhere else to go. Anyway, I doubt if Ivy will be wanting to stay here any longer.
I think you're wrong about that, Sam. I think Ivy would like to stay here forever with you.
What are you doing? Looking for somewhere to live?
Oh, get over it, Tabby. I'm settling in here.
And what are you doing on that machine?
Trying to find a way to prove to my dad and everyone else that you're a witch. Oh. Well, here we go. Tests performed hundreds of years ago on women to see whether or not they were witches. If a woman has a devil's mark disguised as a spot on her body, take a red-hot needle and pierce it. If it bleeds or if she feels pain, she's a witch.
Oh, no, 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 please, please. Spare me, please, no, no.
Oh, those buffoons didn't know a bloody thing. Hurt like the blazes. Not about to go through that again.
Ew. How stupid is that? Doesn't even make any sense. There has to be a more modern way to see if a woman's a witch. I guess I'll just keep looking.
There must be something I can do to get rid of this wench. But what?
It's very important that you hear this, Sheridan.
All right.
I want to talk to you about everything I said to you yesterday. I said things harshly, and I spoke out of my fear for Antonio's life. I said things about you and your relationship with Luis that perhaps I shouldn't have. I just hope that you can forgive me for that.
Boy, there's no need for you to apologize. You had every right to say what you did. It was only out of a deep love for your son, and no one can fault you for that. Truth is, I admire you even more.
You'll always be like a daughter to me, Sheridan. I love you so very much.
I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. And to your family. I feel like I'm to blame for everything that's happened to Antonio.
No, you mustn't blame yourself. You loved Luis way before you even met Antonio. And when you met Antonio and fell in love with him, you had amnesia. You didn't even know who you were. You didn't do any of this on purpose. Please, don't fault yourself. I don't. You're in a very difficult situation, and you're doing your best to do what's right.
Antonio wouldn't be lying there if I had given him his medication. Now, if he dies, it's going to be my fault. Can you really forgive me for that? Can you really?
You came to see me.
Damn you, Mother. Have you no decency at all? Couldn't you just die?
Yes.
I thought you'd finally done one right thing in your miserable life. But no. You couldn't just leave me here in peace. Not you.
I remember.
You had to live. Well, thanks a lot.
You wouldn't get help.
Damn right I wouldn't.
You wouldn't even try to help your mother. You are so heartless.
Shut up.
Most girls would do everything they could to save their mothers.
Most girls don't have mothers like you. And to make things worse, you're even more helpless than you were before.
Oh, you are so wicked.
You probably think I'm just gonna keep on taking care of you, huh? Well, you can forget that, because I'm gonna marry Luis and have our own life without you.
That's what you think. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Ruin Luis's life. I'm going to tell him.
Don't you even think about it.
I'm gonna tell him exactly who you are.
What if I kill you first?
No.
Beth, what are you doing?
Here we go.
What now?
It's a webpage ad for a business that can help you detect the paranormal.
Para who?
Like Ghostbusters. They can see if your house is haunted.
Oh, utter rot.
And it also says they can see if somebody has supernatural powers. See? Witches and warlocks are our specialty. And service is guaranteed. I'm gonna call.
Waste of time.
This is exactly what I need.
All right, I'll get Phyllis to send over your things, but I think you need professional help, Ivy. A good head shrinkage would just put you right back on track.
I have never been more clear-headed. I made a mistake the last time, and I am not going to let that happen again. I'm going to be with Sam.
Well, his wife might have a little something to say about that.
What, you think I'm worried about Grace?
Ivy, do not underestimate her. I mean, anybody who can get people to actually eat a tomato soup cake has to be very strong-willed.
Please. Their marriage is already in trouble. And I'm going to make sure that it just keeps getting worse and worse, and that I am the one Sam comes to for comfort. Oh, wait, I think somebody's coming, and I think it's Sam. I gotta go. Sam, I'm sorry. We left the mansion so quickly last night. I Didn't have time to get any night clothes.
Do you need Grace to help you get dressed?
No, I can dress myself. I do need a little help getting out of this bed, though.
Yeah, sure.
Charity, Jessica, breakfast is ready, you two.
If Antonio dies, will you really be able to forgive me? I'm sorry, it's just too much to ask of you right now. I'm the one that forgot to give Antonio his medication. It's just that when I saw Luis, I realized that he still loved me. I realized that he had shown up at the judge's office to marry me, that everything had been a terrible misunderstanding, and that I really hadn't lost him. Everything else just went out of my mind.
I know you didn't forget deliberately. The fact is, Antonio's very ill. Eventually, this moment would have arrived, and who knows, maybe now is when it was supposed to happen. Besides, I believe that everything in life happens for a reason, no matter how painful. At least, we were able to give Antonio the drug Eve found, and now there's a chance that he can be cured.
I want that. I want that so much.
I know you do.
All we can do is wait.
And hold on to our faith. That's all we have.
Beth, what's going on?
Well, Mother just needed an extra pillow. I'm just trying to slip it under her head.
Oh.
There we go. Okay.
Hey, I just came by to see how she was doing. The nurse said she had a slight stroke, huh?
It was a terrible night. Terrible. I was so worried about Louise. I think she's gonna be okay.
That's good. Know how close you two are.
Louise! How's Antonio? Any change?
No, nothing yet. We're
But,
still waiting, you know?
I'm praying for you. And so's Mother.
Thanks. Well, I'll check back later, okay?
Oh, okay.
I just need to tell him something. There are things you need to know.
Mother, remember what the doctor said. You need to rest, right? It could be a very long time before your speech is anywhere even close to being back to normal. Poor dear.
No. Have to tell him things. Need to know.
What things?
Beth is not what she seems. Not at all. No, she's not what she seems.
I'm not following you, Mrs. Moss.
No, don't mind her, Louise. Poor Mother. She's been so debilitated by the stroke. She's gonna need a lot of extra care. In fact, the doctor said she may need to go to a nursing home. Those places are so horrible. I would never want to send Mother to a home. And I know that's what she was trying to tell you. Isn't that right, Mother?
Yes. Right.
But I told you I would do whatever I can to make sure that you can stay with me for as long as you can.
It is wonderful the way that you take care of her. Mrs. Wallace, do you realize how lucky you are to have a daughter like her? Beth, that's one of the reasons that I love you. The way that you love her.
Hi, is this a Detective Spector? Yeah, I need to prove someone's a witch. Is that the kind of thing you do? Oh, it is? Well, great. My name is...
You don't need this service, Kay. Don't waste your money.
Will you admit it?
Of course not. But maybe there's a way we can work this out.
Oh, no way. Tabitha, I'm sorry, but I need to prove you're a witch. It was something personal. It's just... No one believes me about Ivy and David. They think that when I fell and hit my head, I started imagining things, including you being a witch. And if I can prove to them that you are, then they'll finally believe me about Ivy, and Mom will find out everything's just a lie. She'll lose David and John. And when she loses her precious son, she'll finally realize she was wrong to choose a stranger over her own flesh and blood. Then I'll have my revenge.
I was just helping Ivy into her wheelchair so she could get dressed.
Grace, I'm so sorry.
About what?
Well, your lovely tray. It was so nice of you, and I'm so clumsy and knocked it over.
Well, I'll just make you something else.
I'll go get something to clean it up.
It was so nice of Sam to help me out of bed. You know, sometimes I just feel so helpless.
Oh, Ivy, there's not a helpless bone in your body. And it's not gonna work.
Excuse me?
It's not gonna work. I'm on to you. I mean, I know you want to break up my marriage with Sam, but you can't. You're gonna be out of here today.
Today?
Yes, Sam and I already discussed it earlier. Oh, Ivy, your plan, it backfired. Coming here, staying with us, isn't gonna get you closer to Sam. In fact, quite the contrary, it's made us realize how important our marriage is. That we want to make it work. Sam and I are gonna make it. You can't come between us. We won't let you.
I'm just a little confused.
I'm sure you are. You probably thought everything was going as planned. Well, let me disabuse you of that notion. Sam and I will not be split apart. You lost, Ivy. Thanks, Sam. Well, you know, after Sam and I have cleaned this up, you can get dressed. And then I'll cook you something else for breakfast.
Sooner or later, the truth's gonna come out, Tabitha. You can't stop me forever.
We'll see about that.
There has to be another way to prove Tabitha's a witch. I'm gonna find it. And when I do, I'll prove to everyone that I have been right all along.
Listen, if I've ever needed your help, it's now. Kay is determined to expose me, and if she does, I'll be handcuffed, unable to wreak havoc in Harmony, unable to do anything anywhere for that matter. Oh, and everything was looking so promising. Sheridan and Louise are being torn apart again, and what's going to happen to Antonio is going to cause enormous pain for everyone. And then there's Charity and Miguel. There's Eve, TC and Liz. There's Whitney, Simone and Chad. Ethan, Teresa and Gwen. Not to mention Fox. Bringing him back to stir things up was a brilliant move on my part. And of course I have countless other goodies baking in the oven. But everything will fall apart if Kay outs me.
We are aware of that.
Well, then help me. You said you'd send me a helper, so send me one. I need one right now.
Your helper is already here.
Here? Where?
In your living room.
In my living room? The only person in my living room is
Yes, the helper we sent is Kay Bennett.
Kay?
Yes, Tabitha? Well, it is a good thing you took a hint and didn't laugh to Luis. You're alive now. Any more stunts like that, and it's adios.
Evil girl.
No, Mother. I'm a woman trying to hold on to the man that I love. The man that I am supposed to marry. And I'm not gonna let you or that bitch Sheridan stand in my way. No matter what I have to do.
Mijo, I had a talk with Sheridan, and I want you both to know that I understand that your relationship is dependent on what happens to Antonio. If he comes out of this, then you'll be able to tell him the truth and be together. And if he dies,
We know. We'll be free to be together. Come on, his death would always be like a wedge between us. Our lives are in the balance right now. All we can do is wait.
Dear God.
What's happening? Nurse! Nurse!
Hold on. Just hold on, okay?
Oh, this can't be. He can't die. He can't.
Kay Bennett has been chosen as your helper.
Oh, my God.
We have got a problem.
You don't know the half of it. I want to be with you, no matter what.
Oh, I will never let Luis ruin his own life.